Hello, ladies and germs. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Donington Park. Hello, ladies and germs.
Oh,
good
I am
morning,
not
good afternoon, good
muted on
stream. Okay. Just in time to watch these cars get out of pits. Hope everybody is doing all right on this fine Sunday.
Green flag, you may go.
We are underway here for qualifying at Donington. This is round what, Nick?
Round 8.
Round 8, so just 3 races left in this season. And we're at the tricky Donington Park. Should give us some good racing today. Very technical track. Oh, Ali G is racing. Would you look at that?
Yes. Yes.
Is that Mr. Morgado?
It is.
Wow. Mateus Morgado makes a return. Last I seen him.
Now, who's that? Who's that in P7? Is that you?
You mean P9?
Yeah. Is that you?
That is the.
Yes.
That is probably me. Yes.
Yeah, it's interesting how you don't have a name, you just blank. Oh, as Mateus goes off.
Ollie mobs on a lap, it looks like. And no longer on a lap.
Interesting.
So Sarah missing a teammate right now. Does Icebrand have his teammate? No, he does not. So both of the championship contenders driving solo.
Ooh, and just looking at the amount of drivers, this race may only be a 50% point race.
Is that so?
Yeah, there's only eight drivers currently signed up. Or currently in the session, so if it starts with only 8 of them, that will be a, yeah, 50% points awarded only.
I would let them know now.
Yeah, I mean, I will. Don't worry about it.
As Icebrand takes pole, but Sarah coming across the final couple corners now. These camera angles are quite low. But yes, there is the final corner. What will Sarah set? Makova. Who is...
Yeah, that is Juniper.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Juniper on pole as it stands. Very interesting. Haven't seen him on the pole in a long time. Now Roland Justin in P3. Where will Icebrand sort himself in the Red Bull Porsche? Final couple corners now. And Icebrand will put himself on a new lap because the last one was invalid. Look at that. Is Ali G with provisional pole? That's the word.
Mobile pole, yes.
Oh, Sarah sets a 420. Nice.
Weed, didn't it?
Wow, Ali, a whole 3.5 tenths
Ahead
the
of
rest.
you. Yes.
Sir Allard, Mr. Icebrand, Ollie, and Mateus. Oh, his ice run is red. Stops on track.
He is. It's just stopped, yes.
Hmm.
Very interesting.
Oh, 5 minutes gone and not a lap set from one of the championship contenders. Maybe not happy with the setup, not sure. As he brings it into the pit, so yes, some adjustments might be made here. Juniper and Sarah quite close in their times, and then both Down about a second. So, Roland Justin came out with a not so good finish at his home Grand Prix. What can he do in England? In it.
In it, brother. We'll just have to wait and see. Still 40 minutes on the clock, so there's a lot of time for these drivers to get more laps in and fight for that all-important pole position. Right now, Ali G does have that provisional one with a 3.5 gap to the championship leader, Sarah.
Yeah, Ali is kind of an unpredictable one, though. Anything can happen with this guy. Will we see another push to pass start off the line? I do believe we will, because it's his specialty.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see.
Oh, are you rhyming to me?
Possibly.
Oh, I can't follow up that one, so.
I guess just have to go up a tree.
Okay. Sarah did improve by 8/100ths. No, 8,000ths. That is a much bigger improvement that we just saw. 600s behind now from pole. Is improving. Looks like Allard did set a time better than Rolandio and gets himself into P4. Icebrand though still struggling and still stopped on track. What is going on? We're here at the Jury's Inn, our newest sponsor.
Sorry? What?
Jury's Inn. You don't stay at Jury's Inn often?
No.
It's where all the jurors from court go. They house them all in here.
Is that so?
They even added roadmen to the to the attendees. Oh no, that looks more like a barber jacket. Barber wax jacket.
Yep.
Looks like he's wearing Patagonia. Oh look, racing. As Icebrand is on the move.
That's where we are.
Yes. Thought we were talking about Jury's Inn.
Oh, and Sean has just joined into that. We'll make it 9 drivers, meaning 100% points will be awarded, assuming all of them start.
Radical dude.
Yes, I agree with what you said, because I know what you said. No, I spent 8 minutes into the session not being able to set a lap so far. Same with Mr. Morgado, so I'm going to wait and see what they can do once they get their flying lap in.
Yeah, this is interesting. Maybe he's just not moving properly to the track, but he is going to start a new hot lap now. What can Icebrand do? He actually set a time. Okay, I definitely know what every driver is doing at all times. So, about a second off pole now. That is only good enough for P5. And Allard going into
It's taking a shortcut.
What is this camera angle?
With the grass. No, it's like a static.
It's kind of nice. Yeah.
Well, as Roland goes up into P3 with a 108.3.
Oh, that's pretty close to pole. Oh, this is a good one for catching some battles. What else we got? Oh, I like this one better. This one's nice. And if you look at the top right of your screen, you'll see the Halo Cam sponsored by Jury's Inn.
Just for legal reasons, it is not.
Well, if I'm displaying the... Oh, and is outbreak.
That is an interesting line as he stops.
Can we get a ping check, please, on Mr. Morgado?
Affirmative.
Oh, as we have a new pole sitter, Icebrand does find the time and the pace and gets himself 200ths above Ali G.
Yeah, very close to Ali G's time, but is slightly faster, meaning he will be getting that P1 position for the grid start. As Ali G now leaves the pit, seeing what he can do, see if he can rob that, take that pole position back. As Juniper, sub 108.
The first driver to break the 8 mark. That is a good time.
So Ali G went from provisional pole down to third in the space of a couple of seconds.
Wow. Ali is back on track though, and possibly with a new setup.
Yeah, and he is behind Juniper right now. He's gonna try and go past her, or is he just gonna use up a slipstream? No, he's gonna go past her.
Ooh, who was
Oh,
that? That's Ollie
as
Mobs.
Wally Mobs nearly crashes into Juniper.
Ollie is
Actually,
on a flying lap though, so having to manage traffic.
yeah, it's not gonna be very beneficial for his time as he's got I believe that's Mateus in front of him. Where's he going? Yeah, oh, they do nearly collide on the hairpin there, and yeah, Ollie Mob's time is not gonna be very good if he's on that flying lap because of all the traffic as Morgado proceeds to enter the gravel track.
Where is he exactly?
He's on the final corner now.
Ah, yes.
There he is.
He's gonna get a bit of an advantage by just going straight into the line. Oh, Sean Fitzgerald's red. Yes, Sean is off.
Yeah,
As
he's
is
going to
Allard.
probably go back to the pits.
This may shake up to be a bit of a wild race.
Speaking of cars going into walls, Adrian.
Yes, check your CPU's health, everybody.
Yes. And if you get a clock smash error, we have no idea what it means.
Nick, we have a viewer asking who's leading the championship.
Sarah.
That would be Sarah, and how many points behind is Icebrand?
We are checking. 30, no, 20, 23.
23, so with only three races remaining.
3 laps?
3 races,
I mean,
is it possible?
I mean, well, yeah, I mean, if Sarah DNFs and Iceman wins, he will take the championship lead, but...
But if Sarah scores consecutive good points, podiums or whatever,
yeah,
is it still possible? As Ali G
nah.
reclaims pole by 3/10.
I mean, mathematically it's possible.
Okay, just making sure. Wanted to let that viewer in the chat know. Oh, is Ice
Ooh, that's
wow.
it's like a drift moment.
That was a good save.
Yeah.
So Icebrand definitely pushing Ollie Mobs off again. As we remember back to Magny Court, Ollie Mobs persevered.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, it's
Going
Allard
for
oh, never mind. Allard is fine. Oh, it's Juniper now. Or no, Sarah into P2. Overtaking Junie.
No.
Junie,
Allard's just...
Yeah,
okay.
Allard.
Interesting.
Probably making sure it was safe, but wow, Ali and Sarah, 6/100 separating the two.
Ooh.
Oh.
Seems a lot of drivers are going off there.
Yeah, do you want to hop in and ask people if everything's okay? Is there something wrong with this track?
Yeah, but wait 2 seconds.
Very interesting indeed. And Sarah is not one to lose the car that easily, so yeah, now we have Roland losing the car. Really not sure what's going on. Maybe just not enough time to get tires up to temps. I'm not sure. Icebrand once was on pole. Now is 3.5 minutes into P4 as
Away, yeah.
ouch. Everybody's still spinning.
I think Morgano is struggling to even get a lap in. He's 7 seconds behind. That's not where you want to be. Sean Fitzgerald, 1.2 seconds off pole.
Wow. What do be going on? Did you talk to them?
Well, apparently the track group is relatively low, so that has been increased for the race.
Okay.
Oh, it's an interesting line there from Morgado.
Let's see if the old timer can get a lap in. Well, old timer in terms of being at AFR.
Yes. I do wonder if Sarah's going to be able to take that pole position away from Ali. Time she currently has is very close to his pole time, but he's just that half a tenth faster.
Yeah, and Sarah's not on a hot lap, but does have a car ahead of her. I think that's Ollie Mob, so potential slip streamage.
Essential suckling.
Potentially could have a suckling.
I think Sarah's going to be starting a hard lap now. Let's see what she's going to be able to do on this lap. 4 minutes to go. Her teammate Sean Fitzgerald right behind her, but not cut on to get that slipstream, so he won't be really getting much of an advantage. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see as she goes through sector 1. Spinning here before, but I do wonder if she's going to be able to keep it on track this time around. Does look like she will. She now enters the relatively fast right-hander going a bit wide there, but I think still within track limits. She now enters sector 2, nearly entering sector 3, and yeah, let's wait and see. Just a couple more meters to go. She goes through the left-hander now, then I believe into her right. And she's got a hairpin and then another hairpin to go, and she'll have her lap completed now. The question is, will it be faster than Ali G's? She rounds off the final corner now. Is the lap going to be faster than Ali G? Let's have to wait and see. A couple of seconds to go now. And what will it be? It's not faster. Does not agree with the time. She's going to go for another one. Might have enough fuel to do that. But yeah, Ali G right now looking quite strong. Half a tenth up on Sarah. And he is looking to get that pole position as Iceburn now gets us 107.8. Slots in just behind Sarah and Juniper. So that's Iceburn on the second row. And yeah, that's just where he wants to be. He would prefer to be ahead of Sarah, but being right behind is the next best thing. Just for his championship battle, and he's wanting to get those more points over Sarah because he needs them. He's only got 3 races to go, and if he wants to win that championship, he's going to have to finish ahead of Sarah every single race now. Possibly even win a couple to secure that championship. But Sarah, 23 points ahead if she wins one. And Iceman gets low points, that could be it for Iceman, so this race could be very important for the championship.
Sarah does not take pole when I left, and not much time is left.
Yeah, she's rounding out the final corner now. Is it going to be faster?
Nope.
No, 109.5 from Sarah.
As Ollie Mobs actually did just overtake Sean Fitzgerald.
Yeah, Sean looking to be struggling on this track. He's usually right up there with the front people, but he's down in 7th, and
yeah. And Morgado
does. At a pace.
Sorry, Nick. Just gonna say, Morgado pulls in the pits. Don't think he's gonna be able to get another lap in unless he gets a move on.
The lap times are the lap times are minute 7, minute 8, so probably now about minute 12. So he still has a bit of time to get out of those pits if he does want to set another lap.
Not seeing him moving. Everybody else though out there and pushing. Icebrand did I see go up into 3rd.
Do you have a nice drink though?
I have myself a nice espresso.
Espresso.
Yes.
Very nice. Anyway, a minute to go now, so these will be the final laps on the driver. So Iceman aggressively warming his tyres there.
Yes, indeed. Oh, Fitzgerald finally gets
there?
a time.
There's Sean. There he is.
With a sub 8, so that puts himself on the 2nd row. Still 2/10 off of pole though, so him and his lead paw teammate, who as it stands will be starting right behind one another, could be helpful. Ali G still has that pole. Icebrand looking for more.
Yes, he's running off the final corner now. Is this a hot lap or an out lap? We don't know.
It looks like it's an out lap, so here he goes on his final lap.
And he needs to be ahead of Sarah if he wants any chance of winning the championship battle he's having with her. 23 points separate the two. I think Ali G just had a spin because I could hear him.
Did you? Nick do be hearing things. This looks like a good lap. He could even improve here. Ali does improve,
He
so
does, yeah, never mind.
So a 10th
So that...
Let's see now, Sarah.
Oh, and I don't think Sarah's going to be able to set another lap.
She won't.
No, she's not.
That's it for Sarah, but Icebrand is not in position to do it. But
It's
here
not
comes
where you
Sean.
want to be.
Sean's looking good. Oh, it must have been invalid.
He does.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's just Roland now. No, is he? I don't think he's on that. No, he's not on a lap now. He's definitely not.
But Ali G apparently is still good to keep going. So Ali can just widen the gap for a little flare effect. Now, let's see. Will he improve?
He doesn't really need to. I mean, he's already got that pole, but he just wants to extend the gap he's got.
Yeah, and the track is his.
Oh.
There's
Oh.
some celebratory spinning out. I think that's what that is.
Yeah, no drivers else qualifying over. We'll see you all in the race.
And we will see you in the race as well. Stick around. He does. And it's lights out and away we go. Oh, and he's lost it. And that's him into the wall. They're gonna make it 3 wide into bus stop. What's gonna happen? Side by side through the exit. Can they keep the traction? Oh, and they've collided. Both of them into the wall now. Alrighty, ladies and germs, welcome back. On being told TS3 police. As the light sequence is beginning, and I can finally do this in English, even though I always do it in English. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When's it gonna go out? Is Ali gonna use push to pass? We will see right now, and it's out. Sean Fitzgerald disqualified for teleport, and yes, Ali G in fact does use push to pass. Into turn 1 seems relatively clean now. Ali maintains the lead with that push to pass. Sarah did get a good start, and there is collisions behind. And that takes out a few drivers. I think that's Juniper. It is indeed Juniper getting sent into the back. As I do need to return to pits. Ali G maintaining his lead, and Juniper, and I'm not sure who that was that collided into her, but that was, I think, not any of problem, or not caused by her. Ollie Mobs into P4, Sarah P2, and Icebrand P3. And who is that behind that is Roland, using push to pass through corners, and Ollie goes off and sends it. Does he hit the wall? He looks to narrowly avoid it. Does spin himself right back around. As Nick did say, track conditions are a bit better in the race session compared to quali, but Sarah very close to Ali now. So, how will this shake out? Sarah deciding to use push to pass here. Usually saves them for later. Ali defending the inside. Ali's going to get the corner, but will he have a good enough exit speed? Can we get into camera angle? There it is. As race control is sitting on track, waiting for anything to happen. What a lad. Now Ali using push to pass through the middle section there. Trying to widen the gap, and does by about 4/10. Everything in the back seems to be pretty close as well. We have Allard really close to Roland. Juniper catching back up after that incident. To Ollie Mobs, who also had a bit of an incident, does go off, keeps it on track though. Ali G using all the track limits, that's where he got the name from. Allows Sarah to get side by side. Is she going to go for the switchback? Looks like she is. Sarah in the lead now, but Ali will have the inside. No, he won't. Has to fall back. Is he going to go for a move? Sarah's going to defend. Good defending there from Sarah. Still going to try to go. No, he cannot. So that is Sarah back up into the lead. Not back up, but takes the lead. As Morgado DNFs. Oh, as Ali sends it and makes contact. That allows Icebrand now to get involved in this. We have a very close three-way battle for the lead here. There are your podium sitters as it stands. And Ali using push to pass again in the middle sector. Gets ahead of Sarah. A bit of contact.
Yeah, it's a great battle for the lead here, though. As Icebrand looks to be trying to make a move on Sarah, but just can't get it done. And Sarah also trying to make a move on Ali, but I don't think that's a place where you really want to overtake. And so now into the sector 2/3 area, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. But Icebrand does want to get past Sarah just for his championship battle with her. Ali just kind of leading the race just for fun, really.
Yeah, and Ali's push to pass situation does seem to be a bit better. Sarah saving it for the start finish, but then Ali using it in the middle sectors allows him to get some good runs for overtakes. We'll see if Sarah's going to use more push to pass here. Yes, that's Roland Justin now getting involved in this fight. We have a four-way battle now for the lead.
Yeah, I mean, Ali's got a second gap now, and yeah, Roland and even Allard going to be joining in soon. He's 1.2 behind them.
What a
Let's wait and see what happens. Yeah, I mean, Icebrand, he's starting to lose Sarah a bit now, and so is Roland compared to Words are hard.
Yes, Icebrand does seem to be pushing hard, nearly losing it, but great driver skill to keep it on track. That's going to hurt his battle.
Yeah, will do. I mean, still within a second, so still, close enough where you can nearly touch them. As the Ollie Mob is in the pits.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, so Ali G comfortably now a second ahead. Sarah deciding not to use push to pass, now going to save them as she normally does. But being in P2 does mean less points for Sarah, which is good for Icebrand, but Icebrand does need to be ahead pretty much every race from here on out in order to take that championship away. Everybody improving.
You are correct.
But gap seems to be staying pretty consistent here. Ali no push to pass. Sarah within, staying just about under a second. Icebrand still, we've usually seen Icebrand lose pace, but he seems to be pushing just enough to keep himself about a second away. does also have that threat of the Hungarian behind him, who is hungry for a podium. Oh, no, I'm not gonna. Commentator's curse him, nearly loses it. Let's get that wide camera angle, shall we? There we go.
Yes, there we go.
Nice and serene images of Donington Park, and as we see them go into the very nice Total Quartz engine oil hairpin, sponsored by Jury Inn.
Yep. Sure, why not?
Sorry,
We'll just go.
This is the Jury Inn corner. Apologies, Jury Inn. At the
Just sounds like a really long name rather than like a hotel or something.
well, it's Jury Inn, you know. It's the inn. As everybody in it, everybody in the last lap improving, at least the top 4, but except Sarah. But yeah, this is making for some good racing, because usually at this point, Sarah starts to just coast away, but no, seems to be falling back from Ali, and Icebrand still staying within that 1.2, 1.3 gap.
I mean, Iceman ideally wants to get past her as soon as possible and just kind of pull away, but it's not really happening for him right now.
It's not. And with the lack of battling, it's going to come down to pace. Oh, what is that I see in the distance?
I think it's a lap car. That might be Mr. Mobs.
Mr. Mobs, indeed it is. So the leader's already approaching some traffic, so this could shake up. Get on board with Ali, so our Halo cam can capture Ollie ahead. Nice plan.
Now with Donington, we might see a lot of blue flags. Donington being quite a short track, only 1 minute, 1 minute 8 second lap time. So could see quite a bit of blue flaggage today.
Yeah, race control might have to step in and lay down the law, but Icebrand is now falling back ever so slightly. 1.7 gap, was 1.3. Sarah maintaining her just under a second with Ali ahead. And we haven't been talking about Juniper, who had that incident at the beginning. Only 15 seconds back, so still chances.
And not like Mobs, yeah, just lets them all past.
Good lad. At his home race. Bringing the English hospitality.
Come on, Juniper actually getting a 3-second for cutting there.
Wow. Tolta. I'm assuming Tolta, that's Morgado. I'm assuming. His internet went down.
The Italians and their electricity.
Oh, Italian, yes.
Yes. May have invented it, haven't mastered it though.
Well, Mr. G feeling the pressure now as Sarah has caught up quite a bit.
Yeah, and what I'm hearing through the team radios is that he's currently on 3 track warnings, I believe.
Ooh.
So, track cut warnings, should I say.
That is Ali Track Cuts G, so not surprising.
Yeah, and I think Sarah looking to be gaining a lot of time through that chicane there. I mean, she's right on Ali's rear end now.
Will Ali resort to the big red button that gives him the boostage? No, he likes it for the middle sector. I don't think he's going to use it here. Let's see if Sarah does. Here we are on the straight. Does Sirius push the pass? Ali going to go wide. Not going to defend inside because she's not close enough.
And I think Sarah might just be wanting to pull away from the people behind me. She knows Iceman's right behind her, 2-second gap. She might just be wanting to wait it out for a second, pull away from them, and then start fighting Ali, just so that if she does lose time doing it, Iceman can't sneak past and get past her.
True. But is losing time though. 2-second gap now, 1.5 to Iceman behind.
Is it?
It was a 2-second gap.
Huh. Oh, let's look at that.
As do we have a battle here with Ollie Mobs and Juniper? Oh, they are 30. Oh, never mind. I thought that was the leader. Icebrand gets a 3-second with the closeness of these cars, that is the last thing you want here. Oh, it goes a bit
That
wide.
is music to Sarah's ears.
It is. You know, Sarah's a pretty consistent driver, so you can't bank on her getting any cuts. Ali G with a 3-second in the near future with one more cut is not good for him.
Yeah, I do wonder when these drivers will decide to pit. Are they always going to pit once the leader pits, or are they going to try and undercut, overcut each other? Just have to wait and see until that happens. Still 21 laps to go here at Donington.
But this battling could be good. We know Ali is a bit of a, shall I say, aggressive driver? But is
You
a
could say
gentle.
that, I guess.
He's an
I
aggressive
mean,
gentleman.
if you remember a couple of seasons ago, I believe Ali killed Mr. Leslie Peters in the chicane here.
Oh my gosh, that is the memory of. That is a great memory. I do remember that. But we'll see. I mean,
Yeah,
he
and
did already make contact with Sarah earlier in the race. But this could
yeah,
be
I
good
mean,
for
these two have
Iceland.
been keeping that gap within half a second. Sarah, I think, just waiting until she springs her attack, trying to find where Ali's weaknesses is to try and abuse it.
Yes, indeed. I'm just continuing to suckle on ahead, widen the gap to the Dutch behind. We haven't been talking much about Roland, but Roland also maintaining pretty good gap to Icebrand ahead. But nobody really gaining on each other except possibly Sarah. Oh, as Ali decides to use a push to pass at the start finish. Might be feeling
Yeah,
a
he
bit
might
of
have.
pressure.
Yeah, and to be fair, Iceman last lap was 4 times faster than Sarah, so he's slowly gaining to them, but he does have that 3-second time penalty.
Oh, that is true. Gonna need a flawless pit stop. Pit stops might shake things up here.
Yeah, I mean, what Iceman needs to do is he needs to get past Sarah and just build a 3-second gap at least to score points over her, but it's not looking likely at the moment. 12 laps in, he's still got more than half the race to go, but time's running away and he really needs those points to win the championship.
Indeed, he does. Oh, Sarah looks to make a move and makes
Ooh, what?
contact with Ali.
Yeah,
And takes the
and
position
that
while using push to pass. Wow.
Yeah, that is most definitely going to have to be reviewed by the stewards later on. Sarah sending it into the hairpin and just pushing Ali out of the way, so push to pass.
Yes, indeed. Now, Ali G not too happy with that. Gonna be using push to pass here, where he normally does. Wants that position back, and maybe a bit of battling will help Icebrand behind. Now, both going wide there. No track limits have to be had. Ali looked to maybe make a move there and doesn't do it. Pushing the ass car as far wide as he can. Now we
And with that
know
bit of contact, that does allow Iceman to get a bit closer to these two as well.
that is true, and if Ali does catch back up, it's going to be even more time.
Yeah, and depending on the penalty Sarah gets, if Iceman's close enough, he might even gain the position from Sarah, even with that 3-second time penalty.
Indeed. Indeed. Good bit of racing here. All four still pretty much together. 14 laps into the race, and Roland setting a new personal best. As Ollie Mobs is off. Not sure where he is on track relative to the leaders, but can't seem to get it straight. Seems to be alright now. Could this have any impact? Doesn't look like it will, as there comes oh, that's that is P6 going to be lapping P7 potentially. With Roland now within a second.
Yes. Yeah, and Iceberg nearly within a second of Ali, so they're all seconds spread out now, and it's oh, and Ali G gets a 3-second time penalty.
There it is, Ali pushing. But then again, it doesn't really matter. He's just here for the enjoyment of racing.
At least Iceberg knows now that if he gets past Ali, then that position will stay, because he also has that 3-second.
That is true. But Roland is closing. Another 2/10 gain this past lap.
Yeah, no, Roland is within the 3 seconds of Ali, so if he just keeps this gap, he will be promoted up to P2.
Wow. Penalties really come into play when you're this close.
Yeah, even the smallest 3 seconds can have devastating effects if the battles are quite close together like they are here at Donington, as we are nearly approaching the halfway mark.
It's Juniper with the 3-second.
I believe that's another 3-second for Juniper.
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
As Ali with half of the push to passes, but is still maintaining a good gap right now. Does get a bit of a poor exit on the hairpin. Into Jury's in we go. Get it? Into Jury's in.
Cool.
Into the in corner in it.
Yeah, mate, I know exactly the joke you're making.
Into the in corner in it. Never mind.
Mr. Chickley just saying in a lot. Okay.
Wonder when drivers are going to need a pit. Oh, as Icebrand does go really wide there into the dirt. That's not good. Rolling now 5/10 behind. As Ollie is off again. Hopefully that's not going to impact the drivers. As it looks like it actually... No, he's at turn 1, I believe. The drivers are approaching the final couple corners. Could actually have Ollie Mobs.
And Juniper actually has just set the fastest lap of the race, 108.6.
Juniper? The one in the grass?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Well, obviously not the lap where she went on the grass, but the lap before that.
Ah.
Yeah, IG still within 5/10 of Sarah, but with that 3 seconds time penalty, it's going to be hard for him to keep the position. But Sarah definitely does have an impending penalty coming her way. I mean, there has to be for the hitting of the driver ahead, in my opinion, anyway.
For the viewers, does not giving the position back have any impact on potential penalties?
I mean, if they give the position back, it can reduce their penalty. Obviously, there'll still be a penalty because of the incident, but if they give the position back immediately after, it can reduce it. But
Yeah.
it's all circumstantial, and it depends on how the stewards are feeling, really, on how bad the incident was.
Fair enough. As Roland now very close to Iceburn ahead. As I saw, Iceburn might have gone a bit wide there. Will push the passes be used here with the closeness. Let's see, 3/10 back. Roland does not use push to pass. Will have a bit of slipstream.
I do wonder when the drivers will decide to pit. They're well past the halfway mark, and I thought that's, when the most optimal time to pit would be. But
well, Ali using he's down to 3 push to passes now.
Yeah, Sarah still has 8 remaining. Iceman behind 10 remaining.
Yes, this will be a factor later on. Ali's gonna have to rely purely on his right foot.
There's just like a very wide line through that corner there. Let's say.
Just a wide berth.
Yes.
Yes. Or as they say in England, yes.
Okay.
As these two groups are still battling 18 laps into the race. Not necessarily battling, but close. Oh, as Ali does send it into the pits, so he is going to be the first driver in this pack to send it in. As hold on, Juniper is off at turn 1 and standing still.
No. Oh.
Yeah, interesting. Still stuck on track. Doesn't seem to be.
Focus yellow in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Focus yellow deployed. Yeah, so that focus yellow was deployed for the car starting track that the chair decided to leave as soon as I deployed it, so that is quite unfortunate. So that's going to be going in shortly.
Yeah, as
And focus yellow ending in 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Green flag, green flag.
very interesting stuff that happened there. We might get word in the Discord on why Juniper was stopped. We will check that right now. No word as to what happened. Allard now into the pits. So Ali G's gap to the lead, to the car ahead, is 22 seconds. Needs to try to find as much time as possible to possibly get close to Sarah on the exit. Is gaining from what I can see. Does have new tires, so possibly undercut working out well for him. We will see. As Roland still pretty close to Icebrown this far into the race, only 11 laps left. And Icebrown and Rolandio with pretty good push passes as all three of the leaders, the top three are all in the pits now. So where is Ali G? Going to be approaching the final corner now. I don't think it's going to be enough, as Sarah is already leaving. Ali G not even through the corner yet. There he goes.
I'll be close on the exit.
It is going to be close, but I don't think it's enough. He does use push to pass to try to get as close as possible. The undercut does not seem to work as well as he was hoping.
Yeah, but he doesn't lose any positions from it, so that's the main thing, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, so the strategy worked out for Sarah, pitting late again. And yeah, we are back to the same top four. Only 2 push to passes. Ali's going to need to find the pace on his own.
2 seconds.
As Ollie Mobs gets promoted to P6 just by being here. As Timothy joining the chat, rooting on his fellow assmate. Teammate, assmate, same thing. Alright, 10 laps left. We might start to see Icebrown using some push to pass here. He does have the most any driver on track. G would be nice if G won. Yes, indeed. Icebrown using push to pass in the middle sector as we saw Ali doing earlier, which does really help. Seems to gain you the most time as it's quite a long middle sector with a lot of flat outs. You have to be careful not to run wide into the grass though. Ali not seeming to find the pace he needs to catch up to P1. With not many push to passes, it's going to be tricky. Yeah, then again, Ali G and Icebrown both with 3-second time penalties. Will promote Roland as it stands. I mean, it's going to be close, but it would promote him into P2. Ali now actually gaining 5/10 on Sarah ahead. Setting a new personal best, as so does Icebrown behind 2/10 faster than Ali. It did use push to pass though, shall I note. Ooh, as Ali goes wide. But even if Ali gets ahead, he's going to need to pull a 3-second gap as the penalty will be applied. Putting him back into P2. Icebrown now within a second to Ali ahead, so Icebrown is finding some pace here. And those push to passes seeming to be beneficial. Ali probably going to save those last two for defensive maneuvering because seems like that's all he can do. We could then pull some magic for Ali. Well, if Icebrown does catch up here and battles with Ali and loses some time, that's more of what Roland would like to see, as it would promote him to P2 for sure. As Icebrown with it 108.1. Icebrown is flying now. Yeah, activating push to pass right after the start finish. 5/10 now to Ali. He is gaining. And Ali not catching Sarah ahead. That is not the camera I wanted. There we go. Doing my best. Just commentating on the great. Oh, it is fine. That is fine. Icebrown do be flying now. Ali slightly gaining, but Icebrown bearing down with all those push to passes in the tank. Sarah using the push to pass right after the start finish. So different techniques being implemented. So Ollie is off. Where is Ollie? Looks like he's in the middle sector where the leaders are approaching. Oh, and he does slide, but not onto the track. As there has been an overtake. As soon as
Ali G went off.
Ali did go off.
So that's Icebrown now in P2. Still needs to build a bit more of a gap to Roland to actually keep that P2 position.
Ollie dodging cars that are bearing down on him, and that is the leader. Not going to rejoin just yet. But is speeding up on grass, could lose the car. No, he does not. What a Chad. I cursed the wrong driver. I wasn't even looking at him. But Icebrown is about 3/10 faster a lap. At least from what I've been seeing. And does have one more push to pass. Bit of a lock up there, cost him a couple tenths. Gonna need to push, give it everything he's got. We have the two championship contenders right here in 1-2. But as it stands, Roland will be getting P2 unless Icebrown can pull a 3-second gap. Someone's gonna go off again. You have a fortune teller Tim in chat saying someone will go off again. Iceburn is gaining.
Iceburn.
Oh,
Yeah, but he does look to have cut that corner, but that could be
oh,
another cut warning for him.
yeah. And not only did he cut, but then he dropped down 8/10.
Yeah, and that could allow Roland to get on the back. I mean, that's Roland, you know, within a second of him now. He could even try and make an overtake on track rather than allow the penalties to do it for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he hopes that Iceman may have getting Sarah hard dropping by the second. I mean, he's only got 4 laps to go, 4 minutes to go. No, 4 laps to go. Jesus Christ, same thing really.
Yeah.
4 minutes, 4 laps, what's the difference? And Ollie Mobs does retire from the race.
Oh, so close to finishing. But yeah, I mean, this could be interesting with the penalties potentially to Sarah for that incident. Did you happen to take note of when that was?
With Ali?
Yeah.
Yes.
So if Icebrand stays within 3 seconds, I think any penalty would promote him up to P1, which then both of them dropping down would promote Roland into P1. If I am not mistaken.
Say that again, sorry?
Oh no, because Roland, yeah, so if there was a 5-second penalty applied.
Yeah, Roland would be in position, yeah.
Very interesting. Oh, as I see my stream is getting a bit choppy at some spots. Oh geez, if it is. Not much time left. Icebrand still seeming to be falling down and Roland seeming to be gaining.
And Icebrand's drifting through that corner there. Not sure if you're watching him.
It was not. I was watching Rolandio behind, but the Halo cam might have got it. Seven tenths now. Yeah, we might be seeing a bit of a battle here.
And Icebrand seems to be losing the car a bit now.
Yeah, that penultimate hairpin has seemed to be a bit of a bad corner for him. Does lose a lot of time pretty much every lap. Well, I think he did at one point set the fastest lap of the race.
Let me double check that. No, that is Rowan, 108.297.
Ah, so then his must have been invalid because he said a 108.1. It was Roland nearly loses the car there, it looked like. But yeah, Sarah now back to her shenanigans of flying away. So a 3.5 second gap would mean a 3-second penalty would not let her get impacted by prediction true next lap. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what casserole, wait, casserole, we said that. Aha, yes, the driver, casserole. Oh, as Roland might be going for a move here. Where did that gap drop? As he's gonna go down.
He's going to try and go for the old switcheroo, but no, it doesn't quite work out for him. He's going to try and go for a move into the final corner now. He's looks like he might be going for another switcheroo. No, but he might. If he had a push pass, I could have helped him, but I don't think it was active.
This Halo cam is quite nice on stream. Oh, it lets me
There they
see.
go, both of them using the pusher pass.
It looked like somebody was having some ping issues there. Into turn 2.
Oh, and Roland goes off into the grass. Keeping it on track, but does lose a lot of time to Iceburn there.
Yeah, now 5-second gap to P1. All Iceburn needs to do is try to
5.3 Roland has to the leader.
And
with a possible penalty incoming for Sarah, if he's within that 5-second, that could be a potential P1. But Sarah gets a 3-second time penalty.
So this puts Sarah and Iceburn on level playing now. So any battling is gonna hurt Iceburn's chances of taking P1, so it's looking more and more like Roland will secure P1.
Yeah, I mean, Sarah's definitely going to be getting a penalty for that incident. I can't see the stewards leaving that a racing incident.
Yeah,
And
especially by not giving the position back.
yeah, and as we are now on the final lap of the race, Sarah has a 6-second gap to Iceman, which I believe is the shortest gap we've had between P1 and P2 this entire season.
Yeah. Donington has been a very interesting race, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the tracks being so short, not much time you can gain through the corners to
Yeah.
be that much faster. So I think that's why the racing here has been quite close. As Sarah now going to be going through the hairpin shortly to finish off this race in P1 on track. But barn getting penalties might drop down
Oh,
as
it's
a Rowan does get a
Roland!
3-second.
Roland, without that cut, would have potentially had the win, and now it's going to have to settle for third.
Yeah, and Sarah crosses the line now to secure that P1. Iceman going to be going around the final corner along with Roland now to get P2 and 3.
And there it is. There are your top four, as Ali also did catch up quite a bit there. Almost got himself back into the fight. No, Tim, Ali also has a 3-second. Bit of contact after the race, interesting. As here comes Allard, the last driver to outlast Donington. And I think the only driver without penalties. So,
I believe you're right with that.
good job for keeping it clean, Allard. And there it is, 5 finishers here at Donington. Closes out the day. Yes, Oprah is saying you get a penalty and you and you. Right, now let's see what the
drivers are wanting to hop into the interview waiting channel to get an interview for that race.
Oh, that is general, that is not interview.
Let's just give them a minute. There's Iceland. Hello.
Hello.
Iceland.
What a race, man.
Yeah, that was very scary at the end there. Because
Yeah.
I had Roland behind me without a 3-second penalty.
Mm-hmm.
My last warning to get a second
Oh.
penalty. So I was slamming on the brakes multiple times because I kept cutting the chicane.
Yeah.
But somehow Roland got on the last lap and I didn't.
I know, if he wouldn't have gotten that penalty, I think he would have actually taken P1.
Man, if I just knew how to take the chicane properly, I could have won because I would have been closer behind Sarah and without a penalty, right? So
Yeah, and you had
it's a
good
shame,
pace.
but it's second place is not too bad.
Yeah, since everybody got penalties, I think, yeah, you will get second. But there was an incident with Sarah during the race in which she did not give a penalty back for a collision, so potentially she will be behind you. Not sure, but
I mean, I'm like really far behind, like 7 seconds or something. I doubt it.
6.4. She had a 3, you had a 3, so that cancels. Yeah, not sure,
Yeah.
but it was definitely an interesting race, and you gave us some good racing.
Oh yeah, it was pretty calm for me. I didn't really do a whole lot except I need to apologize to Juniper for the first lap. My tires skidded exiting the first corner and I bumped her from the side.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I was crying like no, it always happens to her.
Yeah,
It's the worst luck.
Juniper does get pretty unlucky.
I'm so sorry, Juniper.
Well, good race, good finish at least. Got
Yeah.
P2
What's the
on
next
track.
round?
The next round is
Ooh, Interlagos.
Interlagos, and then the final race is what?
Yeah, Suzuka.
Oh, saving Suzuka for last.
That is pretty logical with these Japanese cars, you know, ending with a Japanese track.
Yes, it will be.
Oh, I love
interesting.
Interlagos, so this is gonna be interesting end to the season.
Yeah, Interlagos is fun in these cars. So
Though we know that Sarah is a beast on Interlagos, so it's like her first race win was around there, if I'm not mistaken.
not sure.
Maybe like 2 seasons ago. One of her
Maybe.
first races, like 8 months or something.
Mhm. Well, good job today on track. Good racing, good pace. Keep it up
Yeah.
in the final 2.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
All right, thanks, Icebrown.
Bye.
Bye bye. Rolandio.
Hello.
Hello. Good effort there at the end.
Yeah, it's a decent effort, but I'm really frustrated. Like, I was not expecting to be anywhere near a podium after the qualifying. Then Sean got teleported. So that's one free position from P6, P5. Then Juniper got taken out, P4.
Yeah.
And then Ali got taken out, so P3. And I could have had P2 because I got a penalty on the last lap.
I know, we were talking about that. No, you would have had P1, my friend.
I had P1.
You would have because
No, because
Sarah has an incident.
3 seconds as well. So.
Yes, but Sarah does have an incident that is going to be reviewed where.
Oh, but Assetto has one as well, so I still can have P2.
Oh yeah, P2 is.
Or did he have one? Because I think he got in an incident with Juniper, but I'm not sure.
Yes, that one too. So if both of them get extra penalties.
Alright, come on, no, that's so frustrating.
I'm not gonna get your hopes up, but there are things to be reviewed.
You're not getting my hopes up. You're just frustrating me.
I know if you wouldn't have gotten that cut at
right. That's great.
Hey, you still got P3 on track. So.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not sure if Icebrand is gonna get one because Juniper just can't spawn by herself with a bit of help, so it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Still a P3 job, so I cannot be disappointed with that. Podium finish is always a podium finish.
Yeah,
so.
You're guaranteed at least P3. So.
Yeah. Wait, what's the next race, by the way?
The next race is Interlagos and then Suzuka.
Oh, dear God, I'm really afraid of that.
Why?
I've raced that one time and it didn't that well, like season 8.
Oh.
My worst race to date.
Oh. Well.
Hopefully not gonna be a replication of that.
Yeah.
So.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, I might get a podium. Just saying so.
Keep up this pace, and I think you will.
Yeah. I'm here. Am I still in the title fight?
I am not sure, but I'm not sure.
Wait, I'm gonna check. I think I'm not anymore. So.
I mean, if Sarah has some bad luck, then maybe. I'm not sure.
No, I think mathematically I'm out. So.
Oh. Yeah, and there's only 2 races left. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe
well,
the fastest and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
See you then next time.
All right, Roland. Good luck next race and the final.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you soon.
And last but not least, at his home race. Not the
Oh,
finish you wanted.
No, not the finish I wanted. Yeah, I thought I drove a pretty good race. I mean, I went off once, turn 1, but then again, that was on me.
Yeah, I mean, you were.
The move Sarah pulled, comparing it to when I lightly tapped her rear at turn 1, and she just sent it from about 3 cars back into me at the head.
Yeah, I was thinking race control might step in to give the position back, but it will definitely be reviewed. It was noted. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she was quicker than me, so it's just hit me wide and then
towards
just
the
drove
end.
off. But no, it's fine. It's fine. It was a good race.
You
It
did
was a
have
sweaty race.
You did have a Canadian fan in the chat.
Was that Mr. Van Ryswick, perchance?
It just might be.
Well, I'm sorry, Tim. I let you down, but it wasn't entirely my fault. Anyway.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sure the stewards have a look at that, and yeah.
All right. Well, hope to see you in the next one because you give us some good
Yeah.
competition in the front. So.
Yeah. Well. In a bit.
All right, Ali. Thanks as always. And that will do it for us here in Donington. See you next week for round 8 at Interlagos. And finally, Suzuka, which always gives us some great racing. So see you then. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.